we're gonna give the space a nice, well-deserved, much-needed makeover. Well, hello. Welcome back to the vlog. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to be with you again, picking up the camera, actually recording and getting into it. I'm here, present, live and accounted for, with wild wind rustled hair and all. It's been a while since the summertime. Oh my gosh, 2 seasons without you guys, literally. But what has been happening? What is the tea? It's a long story that I could very much so make short. So I have just been working a little bit in the trenches with like health anxiety. If you've ever experienced that, just going to multiple doctors for different things, and all is well. Praise God. All is well. I just like having a bit of anxiety towards that, been a bit shut down. So definitely not in my most creative mindset and not trying to be super active either. Low-key a mini hibernation, if you will. So I'm back and just wanted to pick right back up. You know, kind of where we left off, but also on a slightly different page. So yeah, we're going into 2026 and I was like, you know what? New Year reset. It's calling. It's calling. I'm craving it myself. I'm super excited for the year ahead and have a lot of big goals, a lot of ideas. So definitely want to just kind of take you guys along a couple of days. This one may be a little bit of a yappy vlog. Hope that's cool. I've got a lot on my mind and I'm just super excited to get back in the flow of things and really commit to this creating content in 2026 because it's going to be such a big year and I don't want to miss capturing those moments this week since it's now the end of December. So I want to say it's the 29th maybe, but it's Monday and I figured, you know, I want to release this video, have it edited and posted Friday, ideally. Yeah, late Thursday, Friday, but definitely like kind of right there in the new year for you guys, like closing out 2025 and opening up 2026. So I'm super excited. Oh, also, Christmas nails. What do we think? Can't tell if it's focused. Hopefully it did. But yeah, love those. My nail tech did a really great job. Just wanted to chat a little bit about the timing of this week because, oh, not all the screens behind me. Wow. Clutter. Clutter is everywhere. It's fine. We're going to take care of that. We are. This week is not only the last week of the year and also the very first days of the new year, but I just got over being sick with the flu that I caught like literally the day of Christmas. So, oh, Merry Christmas also, belated. It was a great holiday, but I definitely was like sick with some type of like cold flu situation. This is the first day coming back since last Monday, maybe, that I feel like closer to 100 and back whole. So yeah, it's, being sick is no fun. And then it's like, you know, I tell myself like, I won't take it for granted. I won't take my health for granted. Like I will do whatever it is I've been putting off. So here we are, because I have been meaning to get back in the chat with you guys. So we're going to do that. We're going to do just that. I want to like share what is kind of ahead for like Q1 of next year, give you guys a nice overview and just have fun with it. Yeah. Have fun. So if you guys are also resetting for the new year or, you know, getting kind of prepped and ready or just fancy a new routine video out there in your YouTube, this is for you. This is for you. So without further ado, let me take you around the space and show you what we're working with. Okay, so first to start with the bedroom. Here we are. So just, yeah, let's just kind of go around the room. We have like gifts and things that haven't been fully put away here. Just clutter, clutter, clutter. Christmas decor and fall decor that will be packed away. A mountain of clothes and tossed blankets, a bookshelf of books that I'm just going to intentionally go through and whittle down, you know, see if I can donate some to the library, because I have read a lot of them, not all of them, but some I think I may or may not honestly even read. Like I may have outgrown them and we missed our moment, and that's okay. An unmade bed, of which I arose this morning. My random nightstand drawer open. This is organized though. This I have kept organized since I did this in the summer. So super proud of that. Medicine, spilled medicine, perfect. Then back in the bathroom space, not too bad. It's just dirty. The mirror needs to be clean. The vanity just needs to be clean. Oh, I did want to show you an empty though. I'm going to try to do this in 2026. If it's helpful, let me know. But as a curly girl, I'm trying to like nail down my curly hair routine. And this is an empty that I just wanted to show you guys because I actually do love this product. And when I ran out this morning, I was like, oh my. But let me continue the tour down here and just show you all my business because I've missed you so much. Now I'm just going to show you everything. But this, where we left off in the summer, was a very nice, organized under cabinetscape. So all of like my curly hair products are in these two drawers. My diffuser should go down here, curly hair products here, and then straight hairstyle products kind of scattered throughout. So really my thing about the WeDad product, I love it so much, but I have so many curl creams like already under here. So another goal for 2026, micro goals I'll say, is just to be more intentional with using all of these products. We're going to give the space a nice, well-deserved, much needed makeover. I have big goals, you guys, big goals, big dreams. I'm tempted to almost post this on Sunday so that it's like, it just feels like the day of the week to like get stuff done. But I want to get this video out as soon as possible because it's definitely New Year themed. So I want to be timely about it. So we'll just see what we can get done and accomplished in the next couple of days. I don't even know really where to dive in first. Maybe a to-do list, maybe coffee, and then a to-do list. Good morning. It's the next day, it's Tuesday, and I'm gonna focus on cleaning a bit today and just kind of knocking out a couple of things, like running some errands in a little bit, etc. But yesterday evening, I kind of took off and didn't record any more clips after the task list that I made for this reset because I was thinking, like, it's a lot of stuff to do. And when I get a big to-do list and I have like time to do the things on the to-do list, it's all good. Like all is well. But ideally, I would have been doing half of this stuff this past weekend or right after Christmas, but I was sick. So I feel like I'm in part trying to make up for lost time, also feeling like I definitely put a lot on the list to like do for reset. So far this morning, I did sleep in a little bit because again, I was like, you know, this is my PTO too. And I feel like resting when you're sick is not the same as resting when you're well. Like resting when you're sick is just recovery. So I was like, you know, let's just kind of sleep in. Like I wanted to do the whole 6 a.m. thing again today. And I was like, 7 feels better. 7 feels better. So here we are, it's a new day. And yeah, so this morning I just want to do a little bit of cleaning. I already stripped the bed and put that bedding in the washing machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into cleaning so that we can knock this out. I think it'll feel really good in here afterwards. We'll just keep this thing rolling. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the vlog. Oh my goodness, and Happy New Year's. Crazy. Happy 2026. I cannot believe 2025 is gone already. Today is actually New Year's, and I've been recording this week and kind of started and stopped this video specifically a couple of times since Monday, because I guess now is Thursday. Yeah, crazy. Weird having New Year's on a Thursday. Like, it feels so Monday-y. Monday vibes, but also weekend vibes. I have been missing you guys so much, and just having this, you know, nice, safe, cozy space of the internet to just share ramblings and productive routines and bits of motivation and inspiration and all that good stuff. So I figured might as well dive right back into it, like pick up like we didn't stop. And so on Monday, I think this is also quick preface here. This is going to be a little bit of a chatty vlog and just kind of, you know, sitting down with you guys. So while you're watching, I don't know if you typically watch vlogs and multitask, work on other things, or just want to sit down and spend a couple minutes. Don't know how long this video is going to be. We're just vibing right now. But yeah, I pretty much started this vlog off on Monday wanting to do like a full New Year's reset video. So that may still be the title of this video. I don't know, but yeah, so you know, if you've seen a couple of my videos before, typically a reset definitely includes cleaning, a nice to-do list, and we're just like getting to the action, you know, we're moving our bodies, like feeling good, fresh off a workout, things like that. And this time was a little bit different for a couple of reasons. So the whole starting and stopping really has come from a place of knowing that my body needs rest right now. So Monday was like the first day I was kind of feeling better. Mentally, I was just ready to feel better. You know, like when you've been sick for a couple days, you're not doing anything, you're laying in bed, you're recovering. So you are doing something, you're recovering. But I tend to get impatient in recovery. That's my MO. So I was kind of like, I'm tired of laying in bed, tired of relaxing. I actually go back to work tomorrow. So I was like, I definitely want to get a video up and at least recorded and started before that. So a couple different like timelines, I guess, and a little bit of pressure I was putting on myself. So I don't know, for anybody else who puts pressure on themselves in any way, this one's for you. I relate, I understand, and just kind of wanted to get a bit more like real with you guys and a lot less fully planned in advance, like just to kind of be more myself and kind of let my personality come through a bit more too. Like, you know, things like that have been on my mind. So as I've been just kind of recording this past week, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I kind of just get stuck. Like, I'm like, what was the point of the video again? Oh yeah, I'm resetting. Oh yeah. So keep cleaning and whatever it is I was feeling like I needed to do to get ready for 2026. So if I'm talking in circles, I hope that, you know, we're kind of just, I hope this all makes the point in the end. But yeah, so pretty much I'm at the point now where since I go back to work tomorrow, I was like, I definitely want to record something. So it may just be kind of a chatty sit down video here, which is cool. I'll still share the clips of what I did accomplish over the last couple of days, but I was being a bit hard on myself. And by hard on myself, I mean really like expecting more from myself than what was realistically what I could do at this time. So definitely processing emotions like disappointment and frustration, because yeah, I wanted to do everything. I'll insert a clip of my to-do list that I wrote, I think on Monday or Tuesday. It's one of those days, where I was like, this is my New Year reset, like for 2026, you know, getting everything like to a very clean, fresh baseline start. And my plan was, I think I wrote like 10 things down, and I wanted to get like 8 of those 10 things done this week before Friday while also recovering and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I got a couple things done, but it's like I went from waking up at 7:30 in the morning to 6:30 in the morning, which isn't like that huge of a difference, but I think over the weekend I was sleeping in, of course, until like 9:30 or 10 because I was sick. But just in general, it's like my wake up time was about 7:30. I'm waking up, I'm getting ready real quick, bam, like I rush into work and that's it. Like I'm just getting the day going. So I was like, well, in the new year, I want to get back to somewhere around a 5 a.m. morning routine because I've been really successful with those in the past. Love how I feel at 5 in the morning. I really do. But 6:30 in the morning after having the flu and just feeling super worn out. So needless to say, I wear an Aura ring and that thing was like, girl, your readiness score is like a 42 today out of 100, mind you, like a 42. And, like take it easy. You're still recovering. You've experienced a lot of stress today, all of those indicators. And I'm trying to just like run through it, not blindly, because I see it. I read the message. I just wanted to ignore it and keep going. But I said, okay, the vlogs that I feel like I get the most comfort and just like motivation is the ones that I feel like I'm watching, but I can do my life besides someone else doing their life. Like that is just so motivating to me. I don't need to do anything exactly like how anybody else is doing it, but just kind of having a space where someone has something that is just cozy. They're talking. It's just very relatable. And I'm kind of listening to that in the background is like my favorite way to watch vlogs. It's something that's playing kind of in the background. But when I look over, it's like, just so comforting to see that while I'm doing a task, I'm cleaning, I'm folding laundry or going for a walk outside or something, like I can just still kind of do my life, but with somebody else virtually. So I said, if those are the type of vlogs that I love, I know other people love those vlogs. So hopefully this is of interest to you, but definitely let me know. Like I'm fully open to all feedback, all 2026 and beyond. This is not just my space of the internet. I'm sharing it with you guys. And so yeah, want to hear what you think too all the time. But yeah, so just kind of unpacking a little bit more. So I had my to-do list, right? I did a couple of things. I did start cleaning my room. I think that was on Tuesday. And then I fully ran out of steam. Like it kind of like burned me, like a candle has a wick or whatever. Like I was like, ooh, at the tail end of my wick for the energy of the day. And I was like, that's crazy because I've done resets before where I clean everything, like all of my space or whatever in the span of, a couple of hours in a day, like several hours in a day, probably 8 hours, but still. And I could just keep going and actually do that. Like I was like, I'm literally piddling, getting distracted and not focused. Like I had this like mental fog. And then I started to get a little sniffles in my nose. And I was like, oh, see, I'm not trying to retract back. I don't want to get sick again because it's already bad enough to be sick on your paid time off. Okay. It's another thing to be sick while you have to work. Like that's definitely not fun. So I was like, okay, regardless, I need to kind of like take a step back, breathe a little bit. So I only finished my room. I didn't even clean the bathroom yet. I've not touched my office space. Like, So we're just kind of going to pick up where we left off in the coming weeks. I'm thinking more of just taking it as it comes type of pace, as much as I just want to like race and do like a nice steady sprint for the beginning of the new year. I just think it's just not realistic for me at this time. Like, yeah, I just haven't felt good. Like very tired, very drained. And yeah, the weather's been changing like crazy in Georgia, going from freezing temperatures, like low 20s all the way up to like, I think today's right now outside, it's like 62 degrees. And I'm like, what the heck? Like the drastic change in weather also gets me sometimes. So anyways, I guess all this to say, I really had like the idea of a concept of a video in my head. And that's what I wanted to record for you. Like I wanted to capture, an ideal start to the new year, a realistic one, maybe in paces, in phases, in pieces, but like, it's like, you get me. So anyways, what I have been able to do this week is do some reflection, which has been really good. So we're going to kind of talk about that as well. But for 2025, I was just kind of like thinking, first of all, when it came up that I'm overthinking and overwhelmed and just like frustrated with my need for recovery, I was like, but why though? Like, everybody needs to rest sometimes. Like, you can't just go hard all the time, and you can't just achieve every goal after goal after goal after goal without stopping. Like, if you do more often than not, it could lead to burnout, and I've definitely faced that. I definitely know what burnout and really, really, really bad burnout feels like. So that was 2024 for me. And then 2025, I feel like, was the year where I thought back and I said, gosh, like at the end of the year, yesterday, I'm sitting down with my notebook and I was like, oh my goodness, like 2025. At first, I couldn't really put it into words. And at first, I do struggle with softness sometimes, like when it comes to moving at a slower pace, but just like in the very soft way, like I struggle. I'm working on that. Let's just say I'm working on that. I just am very goal centric. I have been very ambitious, and, I love to see progress and measurement, and I kind of like think in that way, and I hold myself to very high standards. So all this to say, when I'm looking back at 2025, I'm like, well, dang, like, where's the big wins? Like, where's the big, moments of like, I won this award, or I got this degree, or I changed this job and elevated this way, or like did something, a lot stayed the same, very consistent throughout 2025. And I have to give myself like kudos and acknowledge that, because as someone who overworks a lot, like adds so much onto their plate, does so many things in tandem, to actually be able to like sustain something consistently for an entire year. And even so much so that like in September, I felt burnout coming. Like I felt the sensations. I was getting irritable. I felt like when I was waking up in the mornings, my days were all looking the same. I didn't really know what to do. I did panic for a minute internally. I was like, uh-oh, like, did I bite off more than I could chew? Do I just like throw it all away? Like, do I just like step back from everything and like take a break? Like, what do I do? And so kind of just like, rather than being fully extreme and everything, I just became more intentional about each day and slowed down. And I really, 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 really tried to focus on mindfulness and just like being really present in each day and not ignore the way that I was feeling. Because very often I would just bury myself in my phone, scroll on TikTok for many hours, watch like 18 shows on Netflix back to back, just binging, just spending a life binging to kind of like escape from reality and the stress, because I wasn't managing the stress well. And so kind of, being aware of those patterns and things that I've done in the past, I was like, let's just take it easy, chill, not put all these distractions in my face. And instead, I actually got back into church, which is one of the things that I wrote on my 2025 list. So we'll talk through those. Maybe I'll just go ahead and like turn us around real quick and we'll do that. Let's do that. Okay, so here we have my 2026 planner. Taped a 2025 recap here on a piece of paper that I ripped out of a other journal that I only had a couple pages left. So yeah, we did a couple of things in 2025. I took my first solo trip to Florida, went on like a little beach trip. I turned 30. That happened in May. Amazing. I rejoined church. So that's kind of one of the things that happened in the fall, in October. I felt more present in my life and started my YouTube channel. I made a note here, like just really wanted to kind of call out that I healed so much. And as I reflect on 2025 and just how I've been feeling and where I'm headed and everything, I feel like 2025 was especially amazing and such a gift because of the healing that happened and took place. I feel more transformed from old habits that I felt like I couldn't break, and old thought patterns and stuff like that. So big shout out to 2025 for that right there. I was also promoted at work, and I ran my first 5K in the spring as well. Taking a look here at my 2026 goals, just kind of wanted to like walk you guys through it. And we'll just see how many we hit. Like, I didn't want to get too listy with goals for the year. Sometimes I've had like 50 goals for a new year. And I said, again, we're approaching this a bit more with like reality and not so much pressure. Like, let's try to make it realistic and have fun with it. So Anyways, for 2026, I want to post weekly on YouTube. I just really want to be consistent with my uploads and really build out this channel and just keep having fun with it. I would also love to get monetized. That would be amazing. So I know there's like certain numbers and like metrics, I guess, to actually get like to qualify for getting monetized. So that's, you know, a goal there. And then I want to reset and declutter my environment and close out a storage unit. I'll take you guys to my storage unit. It's going to be part of my Q1 goals, especially, is to not be paying for that every single month, to like store stuff from my house, since I've kind of downsized a bit, and just resetting and decluttering my environment for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I want to finish reading the Bible. I've read the New Testament and I've read like 4 or 5 books in the Old Testament. I'm trying to remember, but I'm on First Kings now. So actually it may be more than 5 books, but I'm at First Kings. I want to read the rest of the Old Testament and officially feel like I have read the full Bible, but also read it again and keep reading it. I want to try 5 new activities. So like things like pickleball or like roller skating. I roller skated as a kid, but I haven't done it since I was a kid. So, you know, just trying new things. I want to read 26 books for 2026 and take care of my body and mind. I want to work with a brand on social media. I think that'd just be so cool. Like, oh my gosh, imagine if a brand reached out and was like, do you want to partner on this video? Or like, do you want to post about something, something? Of course, I'd have to be fully aligned with it, you know, really feel the brand at Honor Active. Anyways, but just like would be such a dream to do that. I also need to renew my passport and license. These are kind of like the technical goals. Very, very technical because my license does expire this year. My passport is expired, so I need to renew both of those. And then I want to challenge myself and grow professionally. I put organizational change management here with 2 question marks at the end because for work, I work in project management, and yeah, in my like 9 to 5 job, I just want to like challenge myself and grow my resume, my experience, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and I just kind of wrote here at the start of the year my subscriber count and then my TikTok following account. So, you know, baby accounts, they are established. But 2026, I'm just excited to see how much they could grow. So I also thought it'd be so fun to do a 2026 bingo board. So I will talk about those as well. But you know, since this is like a planner, it does have like this clear divider piece I'm not using. And then under this taped piece of paper is like the typical like name of the planner, the year. I just taped over that because again, this is like my little happy space. So I wanted it to be my bingo board instead. We'll just see if I get bingo at the end of the year. But I think as these things are accomplished, I'll just like cross them off or whatever. We'll see. And we'll recap at the end of the year. But I do want to close and consolidate storage. That's very important. It is just a drain of like my money and resources. And it's clutter that I'm not addressing. So we're going to do that. I want to learn a new skill or hobby. I want to get 2K subscribers on YouTube. That'd be amazing. That's a target. That'd be amazing. Also take a trip. I want to achieve my dream bodies. Then I have a TBD here. Do something that God tells or inspires or leads me to do. So just kind of leaving this one open as like a TBD blank spot. Just, I don't know, anything big or small, but I want to capture that thing. If I'm like, oh yeah, I remember, you know, in February this happened, and mark that off. Also join a club. I don't know, a book club, a cook club, a pickleball club, any club. I also would love to hit 1K followers on TikTok. So kind of like putting some metrics to the accounts that I have on my goal sheet. And then I want to level up and find my style, like actually really kind of like get to know my style. So yeah. So there you have a nice little tour of my 2026 planner / journal space. I think I'm going to make a reading journal as well. I do have a separate joy journal, which is like my version of a junk journal, but that I actually do need to update to close out the year 2025 because I collect things like mementos, keepsakes, stuff like that, and just like put it all into a journal space so that I actually can kind of write about the moments, the memories, etc. You get the vibes. But yeah, I think those were pretty much all of the things that were just like on my mind to just sit and chat with you guys about today. This is how I want to show up on my YouTube channel. Definitely as we're starting, and you know, kind of as you get to know me, and in the comments or wherever, if we connect on other socials, me getting to know you would be amazing. That's really the dream and the goal here, is to, like, I don't know, meet a whole lot of like-minded people, inspire people, but also really be inspired and take inspiration from you guys too. So it's definitely a two-way street. And even that I was kind of thinking about earlier today. I'll definitely be making routine videos through the year of 2026 and probably beyond, because routines is something I am very passionate about. Also, if there's any routines in particular that you really like to watch on YouTube and you'd like to see on my channel, please let me know. And then if there's any routines that I've done before specific to cleaning, or if you want to kind of see a work day in my life routine, I work from home. So I don't know if, you know, there's already a million pieces of content out there about working from home, but that's my reality. So I was just kind of thinking, I just want to share more of my reality with you guys. Like, yeah. And, you know, like when you make a new friendship, you're leading with, like, you know, who you are, a little bit about you, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to take some time. Like, we're going to be vulnerable on this channel. I just think it's helpful, and it's really cool when you get to know people, like, much more personably. So I hope that even just in today's video, I shared a bit more about, like, how my mind works, how I kind of look toward things, and ways that I'm looking to, like, yeah, evolve through this next year. So lots more good content coming for sure. I'm not going to close out this video, I don't think, yet here. If it's not closed out here, I'll close it out at some point. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to stop rambling now and see you guys in the next clip. again. It is not even the next day. I think we're like 3 days since I last picked up the camera. Anyways, it is Monday, January. This is where telling time starts to get challenging. Like the 7th? I feel like I wrote this date multiple times today and I still can't remember what today is. But anyways, we are now pajamified and ready to wind down for the evening. I did capture a little bit of me folding my laundry, a task that I started several days ago, but just completed. So feeling good, feeling ready to go to bed. But I wanted to give you like a final clean room tour, just so we can kind of close that chapter. The bedroom is clean. Nothing else has been cleaned, and that's okay. We'll get to the rest when we get to it, but I am ready to get this video up. So I figured I'd come on here and just kind of like close it out. So yeah, quick room tour. Okay, starting with the lovely nightstand. Oh, it's the 5th. It is definitely the 5th. Everything's fine. Anyways, nightstand all cleaned. And then we've got the bed that's been made. It was actually made a couple of days ago, so it's definitely crumpled. That's okay. The floor that is like super clean. The top of the dresser, which has been cleared off. Lovely, love to see it. And then we've got my little book nook, super cozified. And then this sweater that I'm probably going to throw on tomorrow after work. My nice dusted bookshelves. Stunning. And then Kaizen's little bed all cleaned off. So there we have it. I think I'm going to journal for a little bit and just kind of doodle, take a couple notes. You know, I showed you my journal probably in a previous clip. So in that little like agenda planner, I'm just going to write down the vibes and the mood for today, all that good stuff. Okay, so still very much so full on in my pajamas, but I'm ready to get cozy, wind it down for the evening. It's like already 9 o'clock. I was just looking at the time. It's like 9 o'clock and I'm thinking about making a tea, like a really nice herbal tea. I'm also like, do I want something warm right now? Or do I just maybe want some water? I don't know. But I do know I just want to spend a little bit of time journaling. I was listening to music earlier while I was folding all the clothes. So that was quite uplifting. But I don't know what it is, guys. I feel like I just needed a nice, slow and steady start to 2025. So I'm even thinking that's going to be the title of this video, is just like going into 2025 nice and easy. Because I feel like, you know, people are probably half and half these days, like half going all in, going hard on their goals with like full steam ahead motivation. And then I'm kind of in the camp of like desiring to go fast and like get after the goals. I haven't even made my vision board yet. Like that was on my list of things to do. I did not put together the vision board. I didn't even go and get a poster board yet. So that's coming. But I don't know. I figured, you know, we're just going to go with the flow the next couple of weeks, at least the next week for sure. I think this week is still too short of a runway for me to do as much as I'm thinking that I could. It's like my body is literally telling me no. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. So yeah, so I don't know. January's vibe is probably just going to be like setting up for the year in the entire month of January. So if that's okay with you, I think that's definitely what we're going to be doing. Incremental progress is still progress. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video and give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, if you found it entertaining or relatable. And leave me a comment of your 2026 resolution or some type of goal or something that you're working towards in the new year, because I'd love to feel inspired and motivated by what motivates you. But yeah, hope you're having an amazing day or whatever time it is. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.